I want to ask you about the illegal immigrant arrest in this country, because the media is picking up on this idea that not just violent criminal illegal aliens are being arrested. It's not just them. And that was what was promised. What was promised is, a full crackdown. But at first, they said they were going after, the Trump administration going after illegal immigrants that had committed violent crimes. But this statistic says of the 204,000 individuals that have been booked into detention centers, 65% of them had no criminal convictions. Now, let's be clear. You entered the country illegally. OK, so you broke the law. I got that. But we're talking about violent offenses, because the Trump administration had said we're going after the violent illegal immigrants first. But this would suggest that it's not just the violent criminals that they're going after. What's the response to that?
Well, I think they prioritize the worst of the worst. Those are the number one targets across the workforce, across the enterprise, to find those people first and put them on a path for removal. On the way to those targets, they're going to find other people. Let's not forget there are 8 million people on the non-detained docket across the United States. Hundreds of thousands of them have criminal convictions or have been arrested by local authorities. There are millions of people in the country that are gang members or parts of gangs or in organized crime, but that haven't been convicted yet or don't have a criminal record. That doesn't mean that they're that they need to be. That's not how the law works. If you're in the country without being inspected or invited, you're subject to immigration enforcement and to be put on a path for removal. That's what ICE is doing. And so 65% of those folks, they could be on the non-detained docket. They could be fugitives from immigration court. They could be affiliated with gangs or other situations. And like you said, the bottom line is being in the country illegally is still a crime.
Yeah. And in my opinion, it's a violent crime. I mean, if someone breaks in my house illegally, that's a violent crime, right? So why is it not a violent crime to start with the fact that they broke in our country illegally?
We want a secure border and safe streets. That's what the American people voted for when they put Donald Trump in office. And now they're getting we're getting what we asked for. We're getting a border that is as safe as I've ever seen it. The average daily apprehension rate at the southwest border is 148. During the Biden administration, that same number, that same 24 hours, 5,600 people cross the border every 24 hours. So the border has changed dramatically. So when people are removed, they're going to stay removed because it's very difficult to cross the border. If you do cross, you will be prosecuted and you will be set on a path for removal. And so this is what we asked for, and now it's happening.
Yeah, it truly is egregious that the Biden administration let all of that happen on their watch. And ICE now is doing the cleanup work and really going into these communities and making sure that the people that are here illegally are removed, like you said. But it comes with a cost. I mean, ICE agents, this statistic stands out in my head. Attacks against them have been up 700% from just last year alone. Talk to us a little bit about the challenges that they're facing.
We want these men and women on the front line to do their jobs safely. They largely do. But you have this activism set, not just in the judiciary, but in our cities and towns. You know, they spot where ICE is at. They activate. They get in their way. We've got irresponsible politicians in our own Congress even that are saying that what they're doing is somehow against the law or kidnapping, et cetera. And so the rhetoric is really high, and they're paying the price with these encounters all over the United States. So we want to pray for them. We want them to do that job safely, but they're not going to back down. They're going to continue to do it, and we hope they're safe doing it.